Well, joining us tonight is Tom Fitton, president of Judicial Watch. And Tom, it's nice to see a little fire being returned against the, if you will, the resistance.
Yeah, the Justice Department needs to defend the rule of law here. Congress, or at least the House Democratic Party, is out of control in terms of pretending they're impeaching to justify unprecedented attempts to gain access to information that they otherwise would never be entitled to, and would otherwise not even be entitled to even if they were trying to impeach the president. It's so bad now that they've moved from impeaching or not impeaching, whatever word they're trying to use, depending on the day of the week or the speaker of the versus Nadler, to smearing, using the impeachment abuse to target Mr. Kavanaugh. It's like the old adage about the prosecutors. They'd impeach a ham sandwich at this point, as long as it's a Republican or a conservative.
Yeah. I think that they're far more venal, far more vile and vicious than all of that. I really believe that this is as I said, this is a concerted attack on the presidency of the United States. And to this point, the Republican Party and the conferences on the House and the Senate sides both ought to be ashamed of their response, their lacking of a response in defense of this president and law and order.
It's even worse than that, Lou. You have the coup targeting President Trump, largely unanswered, as you point out. They tried to overthrow the Senate with intimidation and violence to stop Kavanaugh with those lies and smears. So they were attacking the institution of the Senate, overthrowing that aspect of our Constitution, and now the target is the Supreme Court, threatening impeachment based on more lies and smears of Kavanaugh. There's not one institution under our constitutional republic that is not under assault, seditious assault, by the hardcore left, which has now taken control of the establishment here in Washington.
Talk a little bit, very quickly, we're running out of time as always. Judicial Watch filing the FOIA lawsuit, seeking the records of the special counsel, and Felix Sater, who turns out to have been confirmed as an informant for the FBI, for the CIA, a Trump organization official.
Yeah, Felix Sater was working for the Trump organization, was also an FBI informant and a CIA informant. And it turns out he was one of the principal architects and movers behind this so-called Russia real estate deal that the Mueller special counsel pretended to be interested in. So the question is, was this another way to entrap the president with this Moscow connection that was being pushed by an FBI informant? We want the documents. Was there another spy targeting the Trump organization, working on behalf of the FBI and CIA? And you said it at the beginning, we had to sue, again, the Justice Department and the FBI to get access to this information.
The Mueller report, and I think this is extraordinary, mentions his name 100 times. You've hardly heard his name in the general media, general press. Yet, he was not once did they acknowledge he had been an FBI and CIA informant for 20 years.
Another material omission by the unethical Mueller investigation. You know, Sater was the one, for instance, who was pushing the idea of giving Putin an apartment in the Moscow Trump project. So you have this FBI guy putting this out there as if it's all Trump world. He's the one pushing it.
That is so consistent with Spygate to this point. Tom Fitton, as always, thanks for the work that you and Judicial Watch do.